Hey everyone, Ray here, your friendly neighborhood DM, followed by...
Ash your mercy, the Pow Pow Kitty Punch Monk.
Akifia, that's Dawn.
Quinn, the spy human who shoots.
Yeah.
Olive, the sneaky lady.
And what happened last time, guys?
Last
Starting-
time we were recovering from the shock of everything that's happened. There's a lot of discussions about what to do next and a lot of talks, and it's becoming clear that something beyond the stars is definitely approaching. We're at least moving away from where it's supposed to be, and that's about it.
That and our mutual friend Dammer bat around. It can run like a little mouse.
Yeah, that as well. Just further pile on the things that we need to deal with.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. Anything else?
Not really. Nothing of substance.
Not going to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
the whole constellation thing, but okay, fine.
I just said.
I didn't quite hear that.
Yeah, that was the last thing that she said.
Okay.
Also, Quinn confronted Olivine and Catherine in regards to something that happened a long time ago in Cleopsolus.
And Quinn is very curious as to what this... Like, Quinn's very interested in the workings of this House Sindore as they claim to belong or be members of it. They're experts for sure, but what lies beyond that and what are their methods?
Reading.
And Akifia had slipped off to the library.
To read.
Not me.
I mean, you don't go to a library for any reason besides book-related stuff, usually.
You don't know.
I know. I've seen some kids like play games using the Wi-Fi, the library's Wi-Fi, which is a horrible idea, by the way. It's fucking slow.
That was like... You ever played RuneScape, Rita?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was like the to-go thing.
Yeah, Akifi snuck off to the library to use the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Now, out of hide. I just want to play my RuneScape.
What?
That was like the library. That was like the library game back then.
I actually remember that. I feel
Me too.
fucking old.
Same. And then he's like, "What? What is this RuneScape?"
I have heard of it.
You're not Jack Sparrow. Shut up.
I have heard of it, though.
Mm-hmm. But you played it on a library Wi-Fi?
Nope. I've not played it at all.
Which means that you're a lolly. You're a kid.
Bleh.
No farts when it's facts.
Blame yourself.
Okay, sorry. Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Just have to move these over here first. Things have dispersed just a little bit. But yeah, so let's see here. If I recall correctly, we were going to go ahead and take a look at what Olivine's going to be doing.
What is Olivine not going to be doing?
Good question.
It's not saving the world.
I could answer what Olivine's not going to be doing, but we are trying to go on to X-rated.
Oh my.
Indeed.
Ooh. Oh my.
Oh yeah!
As Akifi busts through the wall.
Well, dressed as a giant Kool-Aid person.
Macho Randy. Let's see. Savage.
Let's just get the fucking session underway before we don't derail it anymore.
I mean, it's fun.
I mean, yeah, it is, but like at this point, we'll be like 3 hours into the session and no progress.
You can't
I'm just
derail
saying-
something when it's not even on the tracks yet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, true. It's fun.
Chugga chugga choo choo, chugga chugga choo choo.
Quiet, Caboose. The paladin train's not up yet.
Choo choo. Line up for Divine Smite.
Oh, just wait till I have Stealth Sniper and friggin' twin and distance spell.
Besides, I believe we're waiting for Rudu anyway.
Because I realized that we had to like move things a little bit. There we go.
Mhm.
There we go. Right. Left. There we go.
Left, 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 right, left.
Fuck you.
Right, right. Start leaning rest position. Move.
Alright then. So, after the party is mostly dispersed back to their quarters because it's starting to get late, we have Olivine just wandering the mansion at this point. With multiple thoughts in her mind, she's currently trying to seek out.
First, she's gonna find confidence before Justice can get into any more trouble.
You do recall that you were asked to speak with Adelheid and Confidence Anissimos, along with the rest of the generals from Fort Polly, and it should be in the main hall.
Well, she'll be doing that first then, and call Confidence off to the side after that conversation is done.
All right. You move to the mansion, asking a few of the servants where the main council room is going to be, or rather the private quarters for Adelheid, which is where you're going to have the discussion with them with. Like in English.
Yeah, sure you can.
They lead you to a how do I say this? Like a grand ornate door. Or the hard double door, excuse me. Two of the servants open them up for you, and before you see Adelheid standing in front, with Confidence to his right and Ismos to his left. Sostos, Justice, and Catherine have already taken their spots. Adelheid sees you and says, "Welcome, Miss Olivine.
Thank you.
You may take your spot over there near Miss Justice." What do you do?
I go take my seat.
So that is everyone, I believe. Indeed. I'm sorry y'all had to meet in such strange circumstances, though. Confidence still seems as stoic as ever. Essentially just looking down at everyone else. It is all right. We do what we must.
I'm just glad that it worked out as well as it did. Things could have gone much more poorly considering the encounter that we've just faced.
Ordinarily, I try to make things a bit more serious, but with what we've been through already, I think we just need to calm down a little bit more. Adelheid sighs. Just this look like eyes Adelheid disapprovingly. This is really our leader.
Olive reaches over and flicks Justice behind the ear.
Get. Hey.
Not now, Justice.
She just turns away from you. Catherine is as silent and emotionless as ever. Silent and emotionless as ever. I can fucking talk slowly. Shut off, guys.
Uh-huh.
Sure you can.
So officially, this was meant to be an introduction between all of us. But since we've already been quite a bit acquainted during the battle, I guess we can expedite this a bit more. From what I heard, Sir Sostos, you were a bandit back in the day? That is true. We would appreciate your strength. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Olivine, roll insight real quick.
Do you remember your mod?
It's 15.
I think that clears anything. Literally
I know
anything.
exactly what everybody's thinking in the room.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. From what you can tell,
Christ.
Adelheid actually feel despite the power that Adelheid has shown in that transformed form, he's actually a bit fearful of Sostos. You notice that confidence is actually rather calm, and Isimos is just looking jolly, just observing the other girls.
Adelheid, you need not worry so much about Sostos. He's made several strides in reforming himself and his actions. I mean, I imagine most of us here are rather aware of his past due to his, well, somewhat nefarious reputation, you could say. However, after having, lived within the area for the past 6 months and gotten to know him and Justice here, I can say with absolute certainty that, he's become quite the changed man and is very sincere with his actions.
I see. My apologies, Sir Sostos. It is all right. I do not shirk the responsibilities of what I've done in the past. All I can do is to attempt to atone for them. Isimos giggles. Well said. Looks like we do. Looks like we do have a good eye on you. Confidence speaks up. Indeed, the way you fought with such conviction, I was rather impressed. Granted, I am your junior when it comes to fighting, but nonetheless, I recommend welcoming you with open arms. Is that so? Justice snickers. Yeah, kid, you should be scared.
Olivine flicks her behind the ear again.
Hey! What was that for this time?
Olivine just stares at her flatly. She knows.
You can notice he knows the tension like clearing from Adelheid properly now. Still. Oh wait, it's a. No, it's a Pali, like Pali.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Sostos looks around. This is very different. It's much more peaceful here, especially after all the fighting is done.
Fort Polly was hardly the most comfortable place. Certainly not as established as a castle.
Mm.
Even though we were in the middle of the forest, you can listen very carefully and hear the wildlife, even in the dead of night.
Yeah, it's unusually quiet around here. And as you said, peaceful.
Yes, I hope to be able to protect this peace. Will all of you help me in that endeavor? Sir Sostos, Miss Justice, Miss Catherine, and you, of course, Miss Olivine.
Olivine simply nods.
Catherine nods as well, very subtly. Just a Snickers. Of course. You're going to need my power after all. Sostos nods. Of course. After all, we have chosen to capitulate under you. Someone like you, who has this much talent under him, surely deserves.
Yes, I agree. For you to have gathered so many powerful and talented allies shows that there's much more to you than meets the eye. And I believe that we will learn more about that before too much longer.
I'm nothing special. I'm just... No, sir. Sir Adelheid, please don't forget. You are the only one who can lead us right now. And if there's anything that we've learned, this night, we saw how much power you actually truly had. We just hope that... Well, we just hope that it doesn't cost us anything, especially to lose you. We'd rather not have any more losses. Especially after Lady Bella. I know.
Speaking of Bella, Olivine speaks up. Is she alright? How is her condition?
She was she was taken to her quarters. Right now, her sister, Miss Flowering, and now she have taken care of her. She seems stable, but what does that sound?
That's from Yami.
No, what sound? I didn't. I must fix my mic.
You're getting you're getting static. Yeah, there's static. Ambient static.
Okay, the static fixed now.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Okay. Where was I? Hold on.
All of it just to ask about Bella.
She is being taken care of by Flowering and me.
That's what she said.
Alright. Right now her condition's stable, but I think maybe it's best we allow her to rest a little bit longer. Is there something you'd like to ask of her?
I just ask that if someone could retrieve me when she wakes, I'd like to speak with her, especially considering her recent and similar affliction. Olivine raises her pale arm and looks it over.
Oh,
She may want someone to
As soon
answer
as-
some questions.
As soon as you raise your arm and show it and pretty much move it from your mantle and lower your sleeves, you actually begin to feel a bit of heat. And it seems to be coming from Adelheid.
She notices before as well, didn't she?
Yep. It's much more pronounced now that you've unmantled yourself, I guess.
And curious. You seem to radiate some degree of heat now that I did not recall from before.
Oh, great. So it wasn't just me. Just his comments.
It's just hot like that. Alright.
Olivine
canon now.
Olivine gets from her seat and approaches Adelheid.
Okay. So you approach.
She holds out her hand. May I?
He reaches out for you.
What do I feel when I touch his hand?
Let's see here. Make a con save.
Ooh.
Damn.
It doesn't need to be anything. It's just probably overpowering.
That a concept needs to be made tells something just how freaking potent this power is.
Please tell me you're typing in the correct channel.
Yes, I'm just checking my con modifier because I haven't done one of these yet.
Remember, it's
He's
con
double
save.
checking to make sure he's in the right channel.
Remember, it's con save and con check.
Yeah, con save top of your proficiencies page.
Yours is a +2.
It's the same regardless. I'm bad at this.
Good job. Good job. She's not.
Oh no!
Okay. You feel his hand and you notice that it's searing hot. Let's see here. You immediately take 1 fire damage.
Gotcha.
Please note that's after the reduction.
It's just physical. Okay.
Olivine sort of rubs her hand with her other hand. I'm not surprised. Though the reason I was checked upon this of my curiosity is because I believe Bella has a similar affliction and may experience something similar as well. And with that, she goes and takes her seat.
Before you do though, he shifts his eyes away. Yes, noticed. It's... From what I felt, you were extremely cold. But... with Bella, it felt like she was permeating cold.
More so than I?
He nods.
Curious.
I'm... Miss Olivine,
Yes?
did it hurt?
It was a small burn, but nothing major. Though, if Bella's affliction is greater than my own, you may want to be careful around her.
Roll insight.
If I was privy to this conversation, I would just be getting all of the blankets, just turn Bella into a monted chess burrito.
25.
Yeah, it's exactly your passive. Okay. You
Nice.
actually see Adelaide looking rather mournful.
We do not choose the hands that we are dealt. We simply make the most of what we are given. Fate is a funny thing, often cruel at times. Don't you beat yourself up over this. You couldn't have known that things would have worked out this way.
I just... He nods.
This isn't your fault. If anything, I cannot help but feel that when I searched Fort Polly along with Kyon and we didn't find anything, it was suspicious. I felt that I should have warned everybody that something was amiss, that perhaps something may be happening, but I thought nothing of it at the time. But now, in hindsight, I could very well may have even prevented some of this. And for that I am sorry.
You were 2 days away. It happened just... He shakes his head. I'm sorry, but I think with how things have gone, I don't think there was any way for you to prevent it.
Perhaps. But thank you.
Thank you for your kind words as well.
All of them takes your seat. Sorry for the interruption. You may continue.
He nods. This is just a formality, but... I accept each of you as my officers and generals. He perks up a little bit. I expect to see good work from all of you. Understand?
Understood.
Sostos looks at him. Yes, sir. Justice plants her sword on the floor, making apparently she did it too strongly that now there's a hole on the floor.
Oliver just smacks her gently on the back of the head.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Be more careful.
It's all right. We can fix it. Okay. All right then. So Justice rubs the back of her head, and yes, sir. laughs a bit forced.
Olvan nods approvingly.
Catherine nods. Sir. Thank you all. You're dismissed. With that, everyone begins making their way out.
Olvan waits for confidence before pulling him aside.
Okay, so you see confidence and Asimos walking together.
I approached you. Excuse me, Confidence.
What is it, Miss Olivine?
Might I have a word with you? And Isimos, I suppose it couldn't hurt to have you as well.
Isimos places a finger on her cheek. She gives an obvious fake thinking gesture. As long as you're not trying to steal him away, it's fine, I guess.
No, I assure you. No intention there. But I do need to borrow him and his strength for a favor.
Oh, if that's all, then that's fine. Excuse me. With that being said, you all move to Confidence's quarters.
I apologize. I realize it's late. But I wanted to speak with you before Justice had a chance to.
Ah, yes, before you arrived, she was saying something about challenging me to a duel, due to what had happened at the battle at Fort Polly.
Well, that saves that. But yes, I have a request for you.
Do you wish for me to go easy on her, perhaps?
No, quite the opposite, actually. As we saw earlier with, fuck, what was his name?
Wait,
No.
Dammer?
Yeah, with Jammer. She was very dismissive after her being brushed aside by him. She said that she could have tried, or done more if she tried. If it would be alright with you, if she were to duel you, may you do so under the condition that she does not hold back. And for you to do the same. Because justice is very powerful. However, she lacks experience, and she most of all lacks discipline. For the longest time,
Humility.
and just about, likely, probably most of the time, that she's always been effectively the big fish in the small pond, if it were, with only her grandfather being stronger than her. For her own good, she needs to be reminded that there are many others out there far stronger than her, and if she's not careful, she's going to get herself killed. Possibly those around her harmed too, if she's not careful. And while I believe that this sounds perhaps a bit harsh, I do believe it's for her own good. I believe you might understand what I'm talking about.
Of course. I actually had no intention of holding back against her. I was wondering if perhaps you wanted me to hold back.
No, and I appreciate that reasoning. And the same goes for you, Miss Ismos, if she were to fight you. If you could hold her to the same conditions.
Of course. However, she's such a cutie.
Yeah, don't let that fool you. That girl is powerful.
Alright. At the same time, though, would you mind if I borrowed her to be a little sister for me?
Good luck!
Olivan is extremely generous with the way she's describing justice.
Oh, she'll find out soon enough.
You are a sadist, lady.
How does she fight, by the way? During that fight against Sev, I really didn't get to see much action from her.
She is very, very aggressive. Perhaps even hyper aggressive. She's a very offensive fighter. She does hold her guard, though, when she believes it's appropriate, but the overwhelming majority of the time, she's going to outwardly go forward with attacks. She does not fear being harmed, so she'll stand and deliver effectively.
That's a bit of a problem. I think that means we need to tell her to be more careful with herself.
Precisely why I ask of this of you two.
If she gets hurt, I won't be able to pinch those little chubby cheeks.
I prefer she were hurt, honestly. It's a lesson that she needs to have.
Comfy, please do me a favor and don't hit her in the face. Yes?
Well, I suppose that's reasonable enough.
What? Olivine, please roll science save with disadvantage. This is such a relief off her shoulders.
No!
I'm just reading this. But seriously though, I see where you're coming from.
Thank you. Well, that is all that I wanted to ask. And I really appreciate your cooperation.
The duel will be scheduled tomorrow morning. I hope you'll be around to watch.
Certainly. You two have a good night. And thanks again.
They both nod as you leave Confidence's quarters. Okay, while that's happening though, where the fuck? Let's see. Ow, my eyes.
Take care of those dying eyes of yours.
But now, let's see here. We shift on over to the library. Where Akifi? Where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay. At that point in time, Akifi had been doing a whole bunch of research. Margarita, followed by Vatos, has been there as well, and Nefertanka as well has been arranging the books. After a little bit of time, Nefertanka approaches Akifi. So,
Yeah.
what are you doing, Miss Akifi?
I'm just catching up on some reading.
I see. This is about fiends?
Yeah. I fear that there's gonna be more encounters with them in the future.
She puts her hands together as if praying. I pray for our protection and the knowledge to overcome these bountiful lady.
Much appreciated.
From the way that you've been looking through these books, I assume you are rather quite adept with magic.
I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so.
Magic is quite a wonderful subject. I myself am a wizard.
Aside from paladin, I'm also a sorcerer.
I see, so you were born with magical gift.
Indeed.
Although admittedly, I am a bit envious. I wasn't born with such talent. I had to study all I can to get where I am today.
It's nothing to be envious of, because hard work is superior to just being born with something anyway.
I believe that they are both equally important. It just depends on who is using it.
And how?
Of course. Let's see. Scans the book with you. So you're looking at ways to You're looking at fiendish contracts?
Just trying to find a loophole to get my lord out of a contract of being under a certain someone's thumb.
We were brought back to life. I don't recall of anyone being that powerful to be able to bring us back. Who was it?
Dammer.
The merchant. He's different.
To say the least.
Other than that, he's been very generous. Every now and then he's been donating books to the library. And I've been really appreciating it.
Interesting. At that mention, an internal eyebrow is raised at the fact that he's being generous.
Suspicious.
But I mean, internal eyebrow of a Keefies.
He's not quite a conversationalist with me, but I do often see him speaking with multiple other of the civilians. It's rather heartwarming. With everything that he sells, usually most of the people end up leaving really happy.
From what I've experienced, when he talks in half truths.
When I do hear that, I do try to call him out on it. he usually just says that it's business, but he actually apologized to me once. He's rather quite endearing, honestly.
Sure, interesting.
I believe he said something like, I apologize, but this is just something that they wanted, that they asked for. If you'd like me to, I can try to word things in a way that gives a bit more information to the customers at least.
I can say that's not a set I've seen of him.
He said that he enjoys giving you all a hard time a bit more.
Of course he does.
I'm hoping that perhaps one day I can bring him into the church of the Bountiful Lady. I'm sure he'd be a wonderful person to be with.
Best of luck with that.
Keith, you roll inside.
20 plus 3 real estate was. Haha, I remember. I almost shortchanged myself because I misremembered it.
GG. Okay, you can tell that she's a bit oblivious to this.
I mean, I kind of guessed that, but okay.
Oh, ow!
Don't know yourself.
That was my leg.
What is it now?
The counter down leg of yours. Gosh dang it.
Anyway, you know
That's
the.
Come out of the house, I'm gonna throw you into your bed, because even I can
Oh
do
my!
that. I'm tiny.
He's gonna suplex you. Watch out.
Anyway, so you know that she is a bit oblivious, but at the same time, you can also detect that she's also playing it off a little bit. As in, she's also pretending to be a bit oblivious.
Interesting. You seem to be more aware than you let on.
She nods. I just believe that everyone deserves a chance.
Nor am I denying him one.
And despite all that, he is rather quite wonderful as well.
I suppose.
Although I must admit, he is also really good at cooking.
Has Neverthan got a crush?
Very interesting.
From my studies, I'd say it sounds like you might have an attraction with him.
From the looks of it, we are a bit closer in age ranges, perhaps. But then again, he's a half-elf and I'm a human, so...
Yeah, I'm also but a half elf. Albeit most likely from a different family of a subclass of them.
Although I do wonder, why is he being very generous? I'm not.
That is. Hmm.
I'm not a. I enjoy pretending. However, the truth as it stands is, it is very strange.
Why indeed is the million gold question?
I believe for him it'd probably be 1 billion platinum.
More like 2 billion.
Wouldn't really put it past him.
Same.
I also must admit, with him around, the economy of the castle has been doing much more splendidly.
Yeah, that is a good. Yes, that is a good thing.
Although I'm still a bit worried. After all, Sir Adelheid did also take quite a few loans from him as well.
At this point, she slightly At this point, Akifi slightly tens his up, but tries to hide it.
Okay, I need you to roll deception real quick.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, plus 5. 1d20 plus 5.
Wah, wah.
Damn you all, who you cursed me!
Oh no, that was vibes.
Oh, well, then you also 5s!
Nice.
Bad
Add an
poker
extra
face.
XP.
Okay.
Oh, I almost put the negative XP in the wrong thing at first.
GG.
Good job, me.
Okay. Nefertank looks at you for a little bit. I see. You're worried for Sir Adelheid again?
Indeed, I am.
He is young and inexperienced, but we are doing all we can to make sure he makes wise decisions. And with the deal, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to pay Sir Damer back in about a year's time.
Here's hoping.
As the saying goes, you need money to make money.
Indeed.
And as we remember, with how bad of a state the castle was, we needed a lot of it.
That is fair.
Okay. If you'd like, I can try teaching you a few things as well, considering how studious you've been.
I'd always appreciate more assistance, as there's always room for improvement.
She gives you a soft smile.
Akifi returns the smile.
She claps her hands together again and begins silently praying. She sits down up, or rather, she pulls up a chair and sits down, and begins trying to teach you about how some of her wizardry works. I need you to make 5 intelligence checks.
Okay. 5d20.
No, exclamation point RR, space,
Oh,
5,
right.
space, 1d20, plus whatever your int mod is. Multi-roll.
I suppose
What's up?
I can just use my inspiration to just auto crit these 5.
You
have enough?
To auto crit all of them, you need 10 inspiration. You only have max 5.
Never mind that. Then I'll just.
You can give yourself advantage to do all 5 of them if you like.
No, I only have 2, so never mind that idea then.
You can auto crit 1 or give inspiration to 2. Or sorry, give advantage to 2.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just. Heart of the dice.
You did it wrong. There's
I
a space
realized.
after the 5.
I missed that in the
5 space
thing.
20. No space after that.
Yes.
Yeah, I
fine.
realized that after the fact.
Good job.
GG.
Heart of the dice, guide me.
Expecting another nat 1. Hey, look, and that's money.
Good job.
Okay, remember, you get inspiration and skill experience from that as well.
Yep. Updated that and intelligence
Actually, did a whole lot
plus
better.
1.
Okay,
Woohoo!
let me try pulling this up. Okay.
Ability check, I assume, is where you go.
Okay, and with that you learn with a whole bunch of studies, you end up. Can someone make an editor timer and this instead of Dr. Evil? Lol. Oh.
Are you able to find your ability checks, Yummy?
Oh, yeah, I got it. I added 1 to my int.
No, you're in the wrong. That's in the wrong place.
Int mod.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I see it. I fixed it.
There you go.
You saw nothing, Ashi.
What?
Sure.
Don't worry about it. It was fixed before the problem.
Cause I told you, Bish. Alright.
I don't know what you're talking about. I see nothing. I know nothing.
You're not Jon Snow.
That's Colonel Clink from Hogan's Heroes.
Nonetheless, you're not Jon Snow. So
I have no idea who Jon Snow is.
you know nothing, Jon Snow.
That means nothing to me? Question mark.
Uh-huh. Okay then.
I'm not a Game of Thrones person, Quinn. I mean, Fives. What's a habit? More than I can say. Oh.
Okay, and you learn this.
Nice. Neat.
Okay.
Scrolling down.
Okay, while that's happening then, we'll move back on over to Olivine. Now that she's done with her business with, oh, actually,
Copy.
with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just copy paste.
So, we move back to Olivine as she is heading down the halls. Where is she heading this time?
Let's see. No word on Bella yet, so she will seek out Kyon.
Okay. All right then. So she ends up going to the going to the right side of the mansion. After asking for some directions from some of the servants. After a while of walking, I can't see shit.
She apparently goes the wrong way.
She goes blind.
No, that's me. Let's be like not. Let's see, scrolling to the right spot. There you go. She ends up before Kyon's door.
I gently knock on the door.
You let's hear. You hear? Come on in.
Olive, quietly lets herself in.
Well, if it ain't the little munchkin.
Good evening, Kyon.
How y'all been doing? Had your talk with Adelheid?
Yes, that went very well, and I'm glad. It looks like you'll be seeing a lot more of us around here for quite some time.
Honestly, I really would like to see that Fae friend of yours.
Who knows? We'll have to get word back to him and see what they plan to do.
It seems to be a really good shot. I want to see how well of a shot I am compared to him.
Now that I would like to see.
However, I don't
He's
think
quite
I'll be.
good.
However, I don't think I'll be doing well with one arm and all.
I'm sure he'd come with something. To even the odds.
But what brings y'all here?
I do believe this is my first time having a proper conversation with you upon learning your true identity. It's nice to formally meet you, by the way.
Name is Contact McTeer.
As you know, I'm Olivine as of Moria Claremont, which is actually why I wanted to come speak with you. Quinn, when he approached us earlier today, he had a rather curious, set of questions.
Well, yeah,
I
I heard.
feel he came off as a bit, I wouldn't say antagonistic so much as maybe a bit heated and emotional, so I figured it may be best if I ask you more about what it was he was inquiring, because as far as I'm aware, I have no idea. And Catherine appears to not remember, so perhaps if you wouldn't mind, enlighten me a bit about what it is he was talking about. That'd be much appreciated.
I guess I can try to go on with this line of reasoning, but y'all have been to Sevka, right?
Yes. We actually, out of character. How many years ago was it that this mark happened?
This mark happened about 7 years ago.
Yes, about 7 years ago. We had a mark in that field.
Well, yeah. It just so happened that 7 years ago, two of his best friends died.
Oh, That's unfortunate.
Granted, I'm laying it down as casual as I can, especially since he's not here. But
You don't need to hold it back. Just tell me how it is.
I should remember who I'm talking with.
Yes, I won't take anything personal.
Well, not necessarily that. It's just that, looking at you, sometimes I keep forgetting that we're in the same line of work.
Yes, I noticed how you were fighting your analytical abilities. You have a very similar, not only line of work, but a similar line of training. I was actually quite surprised. But at the same time, not that surprised. That would explain how you're able to slip away so easily. You noticed me before I noticed you. And you know all my tricks up ahead. Perhaps you can grant me some more insight into how you're able to keep 2 steps ahead of me another time.
Alright.
Any tips or pointers would be much appreciated because, my master had drilled into me that it's always important to recognize your betters and to know that you can always learn something from them, and if possible, you should.
Indeed. If you'd like to, I can also teach you some fancy gun tricks.
Well, I certainly won't say no to more practice. Though for now,
About Quinn, yeah.
yes. Might I ask whom it was that he knew that passed away?
Oh, what? Sorry. Freaking pop up. Oh no, it's not loading properly. Why do you do this?
Good job.
Well, the 2 friends that he lost. One was a noble, one was a... well, I guess I'd say his best friend. One of them was Alina, von Artvile.
She was a noble there, if I'm not mistaken.
She was the head of our house. Quite prominent.
And whom was his friend that passed away?
He is a bit of a scrappy old fighter. About his age. Well, he would be his age if he were alive, but his name was Eric Gaines.
Excuse me, said Eric Gaines, right?
Yep.
That was the name of our mark.
Wait, don't y'all deal with fiends?
Yes. And
Why would you
reasonable reasonable doubt is not enough when dealing with a target. I mean, myself and others of the organization, it's explicitly stated that we have to be absolutely 100% certain that our target is of supernatural nature before we are to engage our partner in to go in for the mark. I'm absolutely certain that this Eric Gaines was a fiend.
Well, he ain't a fiend last I heard. Especially from Quinn himself. He's a half-orc. Just like let's see, just like Justice, just like the Boy Scout, and just like Isimos.
He said he was like a scrappy fighter. During my investigations, and when I was looking into him, he was a spellcaster. He had cast several spells, particularly fond of haste. I believe that is how he kept slipping away from the authorities after his hunting of innocents.
Perhaps he might have learned a few tricks without the kid knowing.
So as far as I was aware, Catherine had mentioned when she went to take out the mark that she eliminated him without incident.
So she was the one who did it, man.
Is this not the case?
This is very interesting.
Well,
Mhm.
from what I heard, right after well, on that day, let's just say his best friend was in the middle of almost having his way with that noble.
Please do continue. This is quite
That spooked me.
unexpected.
She ended up from what I was told and from what I saw in the reports, she ended up dying right after Quinn came back and shot a bullet through Eric's temples.
So it was Quinn who killed Eric Gaines?
But
That's
y'all
what Catherine reported.
But y'all said, yeah, it's that. Y'all said that Catherine did him in.
Yes, and as far as I was aware, there was no innocent loss of life during the takedown of the mark. This is completely contrary to the report that Catherine gave me. And you said that he died as in there was a body.
Yes, which is why I'm pretty sure that means that Eric ain't a fiend.
Yes, generally when you defeat a fiend, their form, goes back to its corporeal nature and returns to its plane. However, you said that there's a body, but I was absolutely certain that he was a fiend at the time of my information gathering. However, this doesn't seem to add up.
Y'all sure that y'all didn't make a mistake or something?
Oh, I'm absolutely sure. It is of the most paramount, importance that we do not make mistakes and accidentally kill innocent people. We are very specific with how we hunt. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we back away. Perhaps I need to speak with Quinn after all. I need to learn more about what happened here.
If y'all need some help, I'll try to support you, little munchkin.
If you wouldn't mind, I feel that this conversation might get a little tense if it's just myself and him.
I'll probably recommend bringing someone else as well, with 2 arms.
True, yes.
I can't exactly hold someone back with 1 arm.
Who would you recommend that we gather?
I suppose we could bring that puppy, but that'd probably be a bad idea.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we could try bringing either Confidence or Isamos.
I believe Isamos might help. I have a feeling that he would have a hard time struggling against her.
She is quite the lady.
Yeah, and I believe she'd be understanding to what's going on.
Just be sure y'all don't try to steal his confidence from her. Her confidence from her.
Yes. So I suppose I will go get her. If you may, let Quinn know that I plan to visit very shortly. I will meet up with you here in a moment.
Alrighty. He tips his hat at you, and heads off. Meanwhile, Olivine, you head off back to Confidence's quarters, and Quinn,
Yep.
you get a knock on your door.
Who's there?
Hey, kid, it's me.
Come on in. Not like you have to knock.
Well, it's just me being polite, like.
Well, manners are important no matter where you go. Quinn's just loitering around, like on the bed, on the window side wall, not next to the window side wall of the room.
Well, manners are important, except for probably the princess.
Or the counterpart of a Canada. Justice, right?
That puppy.
Puppy fits it all too well. What brings you here at this hour?
Well, let's just say that a little munchkin wants to give you a little flirt.
A flirt from a munchkin? Not interested, sorry.
As well as from a little mute.
Quinn looks at you kinda intriguingly. Mute. Quit speaking in riddles.
Well, if you must ask about their names, what I mean is, Olivine would like to have a word with you, and it might be about Catherine.
About, not with.
The way things is going, pretty sure that we'll have the with part after.
Quinn looks curious and stands up. What is this about? I don't like this. I don't like the tone that you're using right now.
Y'all don't like my more serious tone, let's say.
I've grown accustomed to it. You just tend to use it whenever
Bad things happen.
well, most of the time.
I ain't that stupid. But
Fine.
let's have a little bit of a wait here.
They're coming here, or should we head somewhere?
Alright then. We move on back to Olivine.
While we're walking, Queen kind of just
No, we're not walking.
asks you.
We're staying. Basically,
Oh.
I just shifted the scene over.
Ah, okay.
Basically, this
Yeah,
is happening at the same
coming
time.
to you too.
Yep.
Basically, this is happening at the same time that you were having the conversation with Kion.
Yeah, I misunderstood. Sorry.
Okay. Olivine, you're in front of Confidence's door again.
I softly knock on the door,
Yes, come in.
and Olivine lets herself in. Excuse me, I'm sorry for interrupting again so late. But, Miss Eastmost...
Interrupting? You're not interrupting anything. She just smirks at you.
Might I borrow a few minutes of your time, Miss Eastmost? There's a conversation I'm about to have with Quinn and
Oh wait, actually, hold on. Wait. When you say may I borrow you for a few moments? She says, "Oh my, how forward."
Olivine doesn't react. She has quite a serious expression on her face.
Oh, I see. You're serious. What is it?
During one of my missions that I had with Catherine back in Kiecross, I'm apparently getting conflicting information from what I received in a report versus what I've just learned from Kyon. And this might lead to a bit of a tense conversation with Quinn, and I believe that it might be wise to have somebody else with me in case he gets a bit heated or emotional. I hope that it won't come to that, but I fear a little bit for my own physical safety and perhaps that of Kyon's.
Are you sure you don't prefer to have me help as well, or?
If you don't mind coming as well, I certainly won't say no.
Oh, come on, it's just Quinny. I'll be able to handle it. She gives confidence a wink.
I imagine she would be fine, yes.
After all, you need to rest for your duel tomorrow. All right? Yes. I will wait for you here. She just giggles. So, where are we heading?
We're off to see Quinn. And I appreciate very much your assistance.
It's no problem. So, you make your way over to the other side of the mansion. So, what is this all about, by the way?
It would appear in regards to Quinn's deceased friend. I had just learned that apparently our mark that we were to investigate was a fiend, which apparently was one and the same with his friend.
All right, you're from
Kiecross.
That's the same place that Quinn was from.
Yes.
But no, it was something else. House Durian, right? Yeah,
Yes,
that
House Eternia.
Durian. That from what I recall, those things taste bad. They also smell
Sure.
bad.
We'll go with that.
I wonder why. Wow, must be horrible to have your house being named after such a really bad fruit.
Yes.
Why couldn't they have gone with like house strawberries? I like strawberries.
Strawberries are nice.
You should probably
All I just given up trying to correct.
You should probably tell your boss to like maybe change his last name. That way, they can change it to something much more pleasant.
Who knows?
Maybe House Cherry. Cherries are nice too. Maybe oranges,
Sure.
but then again, oranges are also a bit acidic.
I
Sour
don't like
lemons.
citrus.
Oh no! How about House Apples? We can use this. We can use this as weapons as well.
Weapons.
Have you seen how hard they are? Actually, now that I think about it, maybe coconuts. House Coconuts.
I'm just imagining Olivin is deathly cold at all times, but for the first time, she feels incredibly warm and hot.
This is more than a little awkward.
The conflicting like thoughts in Oliver's head is just like thinking of everything like could have gone wrong, and then there's this fucking half-orc just going fucking like fruit ninja on her ass. Like, name 17 different hard fruit.
She's thinking in the back of her mind, maybe she should have asked confident.
And now Olivine learns that Isimos is a ditz.
This is also
And-
making
and
me think
Information
of...
that could have been useful prior. And then all of a
This
sudden
is-
she also realizes that maybe Keon suggested her for a reason.
Maybe. God.
Also, here, but let's see. Moving back over to Quinn. At one point, you just hear Keon just like laugh randomly.
I turn my gaze towards him. What's so funny?
Nothing. Y'all will see once they get here.
Quinn gets like a shiver down his spine. Like, I don't even want to ask what that's about. Guess we'll see.
Oh wait, you hear a knock on the door.
Who's there?
And then like you listen carefully, and then you hear. But yeah, maybe it's chestnuts. Chestnuts are also pretty hard.
I
They're
like
also-
chestnuts.
They're also really pointy. Those also work as weapons, and will also hurt really hard too.
Well, that's why you have to crack them first.
Quinn's like, Quinn has this very quizzical and confused look at Keon, like, he doesn't say anything. There's just like this. What is it like, with capital letters, like emboldened letters, just written across his face?
What the fuck?
Yeah, basically.
Meanwhile, Keon's like,
Okay, okay. Just out of character. How much do you guys like Keon?
This is the funniest fuck.
you set all of mine up for failure.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, why?
Keon is a dickhead, as I've said, but at this
I'm
point,
not
Quinn.
regret.
Yeah. But Keon is to Quinn what Dammer is to Olivine. Quinn sees so many of his tricks that he's grown like tired of them at this point. This is Keon when everyone finds out his trick, just like, hi, it was me.
Friggin'
My-
making me think of that Family Feud thing. Name a yellow fruit. Orange.
But then again, if you'd like to stab someone, perhaps you can sharpen a carrot. I mean, like
Well,
maybe carrots would work as shivs in your assassination attempts, right?
I don't like carrots.
Did you suggest a carrot shiv?
Yes.
Okay, I did mishear that, thank God. I'm gonna let this scene go on for a while.
Besides, I don't actually do the attempts on the marks. That's my partner's. I gather the information. I do the investigations and the paperwork after.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Before you even say anything, like Isimos opens the door. Hi, Quinn, we're here.
Hi, Isimos and Olivine.
Hello,
What
Quinn.
brings? Hi. Quinn's kind of like puzzled as to why this retinue of people is here.
Out of character. I have a feeling that Isimos and Justice are getting along just fine.
They'll get along like swimmingly. It's not gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fucking. It's gonna be a redundant argument about fruit. And Justice forgets what she was supposed to be doing.
She completely forgets that she was gonna duel her.
Like, okay. Let's go eat coconuts. Let's go break coconuts.
Anyway,
God damn it.
I mean, more people die year-round from coconuts falling from trees than shark attacks, so the coconut
Mhm.
one has some merit.
Yep. Coconuts ate litter than sharks. GG.
Hold on, I have to like take a break real quick because that was too funny. Hold on.
Same.